Yesterday I put up that this is the mile of the century, so you guys have got a lot to live up to tomorrow. But Noah Lyles put out that he was going to be watching the race, but he didn't care what the time was. He wanted to see the competition. Can you guys comment on that?
I think that makes sense. It's not always about running fast, but sometimes we all try to do the things that we believe is needed for us to have the best chance to win. And sometimes that's to run fast, sometimes that's to do something different. But the overall excitement, which I just mentioned, that's supposed to go throughout the whole season, can't always happen or handle about fast times. So I think that's the hype that we are currently in. It's a pretty good field, but at the same time, I think we should expect this field or something similar to be happening every race. So I don't think we should put this race up on a pedestal and say that this is only this once. I'm hoping that we can do this in every race, because we all need to show up and we all need to try to do our best in every race, because that's what people want, and that's what makes it exciting.
Yeah, I just say the competition is honestly the best part of every race for me. I feel like I've run a lot of fast times and those mean a lot to me, but not that much to me, if that makes sense. At the end of the day, if you ask me what a certain PR is in a race I haven't done recently, I'm kind of just I actually have to pause and think about it for a minute, because in the moment it's cool and sorry. In the moment it's cool and that's great, but I think what we remember most is just the fun moments, racing each other and really competing in a really good field like this one. So, that's what I remember most about Oslo, not necessarily how fast it was, just how much everyone was there and how chaotic that race was. So, I think I'm definitely hoping for that tomorrow.
Yeah, I think between all of us and the media, we've created some awesome storylines throughout the last 6 months or so, and I think that's what creates hype. And I know that Noah's evidently doing that with the 100-meter sprinters as well, and they have their Netflix stuff coming out, so that's what he's about in the sport, and I think we're creating that in another kind of premier distance. So that's a pretty understandable comment.
Jonathan here.
Questions for Jakob. So a lot of changes for you since you last ran here. You get married and you're going to be a father next month. Does that give you a little bit of extra motivation, having a new member in your cheering squad?
Sure, 100%. I think I'm not a father yet, so obviously I don't know what to expect. But I think definitely it changes some perspectives in life. And growing up in a big family, I think I've been dreaming of the moment where I start my own family. So I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully I can share some of my great experiences with a beautiful daughter.
Hey, question is for Josh and for Jakob. I'm wondering, how would you describe your relationship with each other right now, and how has it changed since Budapest?
I wouldn't say this is a counseling session, so I don't know if I can explain a relationship, but we're fierce competitors and both want to be the best in the world, and that's not going to change, regardless of comments or how the media spins things or how things are taken out of context, and it's going to create some fantastic races.
Yes. I think if we take a step back and look at it as a total or in the bigger picture, I definitely think we're all, the sport is, you can say it's good for the sport and blah, 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 and whatever. And I think all these different things that cause people to, create hype or just engagement or causing attention, that's definitely positive for all of us and for the sport and all involved. But it's definitely a balance.
So Stan, I'm here with Magic Boost. My question is for Josh. Just piggybacking off of that, do you feel like this race will settle any tension that is between you and Jakob, if at all?
I'm not here to settle tension. I'm here to run a fantastic mile that hopefully will go down in century. So look, you know, I'm here trying to be the best in the world. I showed I could do that last year, and I want to continue that pursuit. And you know, if that annoys people or you know that ruffles up competitors, I'm sure it will, because the whole world's trying to do what I'm doing. So yeah, I don't really care how this race affects anyone else. It's going to affect my season and my career, and that's the selfish way that I look at my racing, because it's an individual sport.
Any other questions for these three gents?
Hey, Olu Olamigoke with the Magic Goose, and this question is for Yared. So we made a lot of talk about the three of you guys being the headliners for the Power of the Mile. But my question for you, Yared, is, you know, each of you guys bring your own strengths. So of the three of you, considering you are an avid Pokemon fan, which one of you is Charmander, which one is Bulbasaur, which one is Squirtle?
Ooh, great question. I think I kind of pinpoint it as Jakob being Charmander. I think he kind of has that fiery vibe to him. I think I'd give Josh Squirtle. I think, like, I don't know. Squirtle just kind of feels right because I feel like Bulbasaur kind of encapsulates me a little bit. So yeah, it's a good question.
Not sure how many follows that question. Larry, do you want to shout out one more question?
Sure. To all three of you, obviously you guys are focused on your race tomorrow. Do each one of you have an event tomorrow that, besides the mile, that you are looking forward to seeing the results of, or watching the race later on YouTube?
I'm looking forward to the women's 800 because my teammate Sage is in it, and also I think just the women's 800 is really deep right now, so that's gonna be really fun for me to watch.
Yeah, I also have a teammate in the women's 800, so you know that's it's just me and her right now from the Brooks Beast, and so that's why I'm excited to watch her go out and smash an 800.
Jakob?
I'm probably gonna watch through the whole meet, but I'm hoping we can have some good duels throughout the whole meeting. But first and foremost, focused on my own race.
All right, I think we have one more in the front, sorry. Didn't see you there. You want to go ahead?
Yeah, question is for Josh. This is Kerr from Cities Mag, and wondering what your thoughts are on having rabbits in the race tomorrow.
That's just kind of been part of the Downlink setup for a long time. I think, especially in a race that's got this many people in it, I think it will help stretch out the field. So yeah, I feel pretty good about it.
All right, we hope to bring these folks back for the breakout session. We'll come up after